Jangan, bunyi masuk.
Okay, good evening everyone. We are from Group 2 and today we're going to discuss the best activity for the Nature Week. As a member of the Nature Society, I suggest we can organize a tree planting activity. This is because we cut down a lot of trees for development. So by planting the trees, we can replace the trees that we cut down to balance up the biodiversity. Next, by planting trees, we can reduce global warming. This is because the carbon dioxide that are released by humans, by animals, and by our transport will trap a lot of heat. And the tree can use up the carbon dioxide, which is one of the greenhouse gases, and reduce the greenhouse effect and the global warming. Next, trees can release water vapor and reduce the temperature of the city. Lastly, the trees can prevent landslide. This is because the roots of the trees can grip the soil to prevent it from collapsing. That's all for me. What do you think, candidate?
Okay. For me, I think we should organize a trip to National Park for Nature Week. Firstly, when we visit to National Park, it can lift our mood effectively and revitalize us from the effect of stress. It seems to increase serenity and calmness, also happiness. Then, second, when we visit National Park, we can take a break from gadget and technology. It will strengthen our bond and keep everyone physically active. Thirdly, we will get a lot of beneficial yet exciting things to do. It is a basis for people to relax and enjoy. We can do many activities such as swimming and picnic. That's all from me.
So what do you think, candidate?
For me, we can organize a camping trip to a forest reserve because the participant or student can inhaling fresh air because as you know, forest reserve have a lot of green trees that actually provide us a good feeling and environment. Besides, it also can strengthening the socialist bond between the participant or student. As you know, if we call it a camping trip, we need to form a group and always be together in order to do the activity that provided. So, it can make us to know each other and always give help to each other. At the same time, it can also make us get healthy body. It can help us to decrease the risk of heart attack, high blood pressure, and certain cancer. In camping trip, we have a lot of green trees that can avoid you from become stressed, and the environment also are lacking of pollution. It just for me.
Okay. I would like to choose recycling activity because first, it is environmental consumption and protection. Along the production of paper, there are a lot of trees that would be cut. So from the recycle program, we can use the recycled paper product to produce new paper. This is also will help to minimize deforestation in our country. Thus, it prevent from the flash floods happen, provide raw materials and nourishment, also improvement our air because if there are many trees in our country, so it will more fresh air. Okay. Next, reduce air and water pollution. The major source of pollution today is industrial waste that comes from factories producing plastics and cans. Instead of improving the material of products, we can reduce significantly the amount of pollution because of the unrecycled rubbish. Other than that, it will limit waste in landfills. A majority of non-biodegradable products all over the world are thrown into the landfills. As you know, all of them take years or decades to be decomposed. So from this program, we can reduce the amount of using the waste of something waste that can be recycled. That's all from me.
Okay, so that we all agree on different activities to organize in the nature week. So we have to pick one of them to organize. So I'm still standing firm on my point, which is organize a tree planting activity. Because I think this activity is a long-lasting activity and it can provide the habitat for the wildlife. When we provide habitat for wildlife, the animals will have a lot of food, so they don't need to came out from the forest to find their food sources. So what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Ong's ideas, because benefits from planting trees is it gives off oxygen that we breathe from photosynthesis, and it can reduce the erosion of soil since the roots grab the soil. Then it is also a habitat for wildlife species. What do you think, Huda?
I think I also agree with the suggestion because we can save the extinct animal that nowadays, because there are many deforestation and something that can make these wild animals losing their habitats.
For me, I like your point about it can reduce global warming, because the world right now always explain about the importance of global warming for the future. So for me, it's good if we can do the planting trees right now, so that the future or our generation in the future can be safe.
Okay, so that we all agree that tree planting activity can be done in Nature Week. Okay, now I want to say something about the this point, which is organizing a recycling activity. I think recycling activity is quite nice, but I think that if we want a long-lasting effect, the recycling activities I think is not quite suitable, because the participants will only recycle on that week only, and then after that some of them will continue to practice this practice, but some of them they will neglect this activity and just put it aside, and it's not quite effective. By planting the trees, even though they after the activity they continue to after the activity, even though they did not practice this activity, but the trees they plant down, it will grow into a forest. So any other suggestions?
No.
No, I think I agree with that
you.
point.
So in a nutshell, we all agree that the tree planting activity is the best way for us to for the nature week. So that is all from our group. Thank you.
You. Oh my God.